Back on the MSG 150 presented by Chase. One final thought here from each of you, just about how a moment like this, and there's a saying that the Knicks use is, once a Knick, always a Knick. And I wonder for each of you if that holds for all of you. Landry, starting with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to kind of echo what Jeremy was saying right there, and now when you bring up leadership, I remember coming into the league and, seeing Stat and knowing he was a star and his work ethic and him leading by example, even at the stature that he had, was a huge example for me and for me understanding what it was going to take to come into the league. And then, you push on to Jeremy during this whole insanity stretch. I just remember Jeremy being so grounded in this particular time period, in a time where if it was me and it was land sanity, like there would just be, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd be running all over the place. But for Jeremy to keep his cool, to remain as even keeled as he did during that time, was something very special for me in particular to watch.
Steve?
Yeah, I agree with Landry. I think, when we look back at that year, we didn't win a championship. And I think, most of the teams that you look back, whether like Landry mentioned, it's a high school team or a college team or in the NBA, that you're close with all the guys and you remember so vividly, is usually because, you won a championship and it was a really special team. We didn't win a championship, but we went through something that was bonding for all of us. It really was, I think, a special experience for everybody that was involved in it. So I think it really is cool to look back for people to watch, including ourselves, and to realize what they're watching is, and Alan, like you just said, once.
Stat, what did that time mean for you?
For me, man, I was always analyzing. As one of the captains of the team, I was always analyzing what we had as a team, and I started noticing every player in their strengths. Landry was a great on-ball defender. The things he brought to the table, being a slasher, a guy that we could put on the wing. And I was watching Jalen as they train with people, and I was watching the way Jalen plays with the poise and the way he handled the pick and roll actions, and the way he made the right passes. He made the correct plays. So this whole time of me now analyzing, looking back on it, it was a special moment. With a lot of good teams, a lot of fun teams you play with. Everyone gets along. There's selfishness on the team. We all are happy for everyone's success, right? So when you have that energy within the team, it creates this type of formula where it's like we all are just enjoying life. It's like we're basketball players, but we're enjoying it. Like, it's so much fun. And that moment in time for me with the Knicks, during that moment, that stretch, was so much fun for me, because I enjoyed watching all the young players and even Novak. I'm watching all the players succeed and enjoy doing what they do, and we're winning. That's always the ideal situation, and we're winning. So it was a special moment for me, for sure.
Jeremy, I'll let you get the last word here with your guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, Linsanity Week, it's weird. Like, I think people know, I've never really – it's kind of a little bit awkward for me to just have a week or a stretch named after me. Especially, growing up in team sports. I think everyone on the team understands. I'm not just saying this to be PC, but it's just there's so much that goes into a team. And it's tough for it to be named after one person. Unless you're like Jordan, then it's cool because he's Jordan. But I think for me, it's there's no better way to really enjoy this week than with my teammates. And